We made it to balloon episode number 16,000! Yeah! The drawing took me a little while on this balloon. Took me about 7 or 8 minutes to do compared to the other balloon drawings I've done. Made it a little specialer for 16,000. And speaking of drawings, I have set up a tier list. A tier list for all the 100 drawings, ranked by my opinion. Now, this is my opinion. You might like the ones that I hate, and you may hate the ones that I like. But it's your opinion and my opinion. So respect my opinion, I'll respect your opinion. Anyways, let's get to the tier list. Here is the tier list. We have the S tier, which I call the S tier legendary. So the legendary balloon drawings that I do are the ones that I really, really like. And we have A for awesome, B for brilliant, C for good, D for okay, E for bad, and F for awful. Anyways, let's begin. First off, I'm gonna put the 100 balloon into the C tier. It's kind of standard, but I do like the border around it, and I do like the outline near the bubble numbers of the 100 logo. Anyways, next, 200. 200 will also go in the C tier. It's similar to 100, like how there's an outline near around the numbers. But there is a double border, I think, on 200, and 100 only has one border, so that's a plus. 300, however, will be going into A tier. I like the explosion effect of the 300 by it. It looks like a firework almost, which I really, really like that one. It's so cool. Now, 400 will be going into the B tier, because I like how there's 4s and 0s on the 4, the 0, and the second 0, and then there's the 2 lines sandwiched on top of the 400, making it say 400, 400, 400, 400. It's brilliant, and I really like it one. I like that one. 500 will be going into the A tier. I like how there's stripes on the 500. It's like a cool little effect, in my opinion. And I like how there's like the lines at the bottom, and only lines at the bottom instead of lines at the top and bottom. Which that makes it for a change. 600 will be going into the S tier. It's a clear balloon, so I wrote the 600 backwards. And when you turn it around, you'll see through it, and you'll see the 600 on it. Even though the drawing's a little simple, I decided to put it in the S tier because, hey, it's unique, and it's transparent as well, so they're good stuff. 700 will be going into the C tier. I like it, but it's not too much of a detailed kind. There is dots, though, kind of making it look like a neon sign or birthday candles or like a Broadway sign. And there's like the border of the 700 also is dots as well, but that's basically it for 700. It's pretty average. 800 will also be going in the S tier. It's very unique compared to the other ones. It's vertical, and 800 is vertically as well, which I really like. And there's 800 on the sides of that balloon too. I like the vertical look. 900 will be going into the A tier, because I like how the top border has eyebrows and the bottom... the top line is eyebrows, and the bottom line is a mouth. And then I also made the 2 zeros eyes, which I really like that one. 1,000 will be put in the B tier. I like how it the outline of it expands on the 1000 drawing. So yeah, B tier for 1000. These next 9, however, are going all in the F tier because they're just simple and they are not creative at all, and they're just the same design. 1100 through 1900 are the same design, which I don't like, but I was running out of ideas of how to make the numbers and whatever. So let's put them in there now. I wasn't able to put 1200 on the F tier because iCloud was having problems loading the 1200 picture, but you get the point though. I think these are going to be the only ones that go in the F tier in my opinion. The other ones look pretty good. Especially 2000. 2000 is one of my favorites. It goes in the A tier. And again, just like how 900 was, the zeros are eyes, but I do have the first 2, and then the 0, the third 0 are bigger and stuff like that. And I like how I made it a face, and nothing really else to say about this one. It's just your 2000 balloon. 2100 is going to go in the D tier. The reason why I put it in the D tier is because it's not perfect, it's not bad, but it's okay. It's not my favorite out of all of them. It's kind of simple and bland, in my opinion. It's flat and it looks a little ugly. 2200, however, will be put into the A tier. I like the pixelated look for the 2200 drawing, and it's all inverted colors, which makes it even better. 2300 will be put into the B tier. It's like 400, how there's 2s, 3s, and 0s all around the drawing. 2400 will be put in the D tier. Again, it's kind of bland, but I do like how there's like I did a drawing of a smaller balloon onto the balloon and then wrote the 2400. 2500 will be put in the C tier. It's kind of generic, but at the same time, it's kind of like 500. Why did I call it generic? It's actually pretty good. But I like how there's the lines. They kind of remind me of grass. I don't know if I actually meant them to make it look like grass or what. And just like the 500, I made 2500 have a stripe design. 2600 will be put into the A tier. Like, the 26 part is the top, and then the 00 is the bottom, which makes it kind of unique. Like, instead of making the numbers all horizontal. And I like how there's those 0 eyes again, like in 900 and 2000. 2700 is going to be put into the B tier. I like how the 2700 thing like connects as like a neon tube sign or whatever. 2800 is going to be put into the B tier. It's the first 3D 100 drawing. 2900 will be put into the A tier because in the drawing there's 29 red and 29 blue dots, which is very clever. 3000 is going to be put in the S tier. I like how each number in the 3000 drawing is a different design, which makes it very, very unique compared to the other ones. I don't know why I keep saying it's very, very unique, but like each drawing compared to the 1100 through 1900 are unique. Those ones at the F tier are super horrible in my opinion. 3100 will be put into the A tier. The numbers on 3100 are spread out, and then we see the number 3100 in word form. 3200 is going into D tier. It's not too creative, but it's a checkerboard design. If it didn't have the checkerboard design, it would probably go in the E tier. And speaking of the E tier, I can't believe there's no drawings that are in the E tier yet. 3300, however, will be going into the A tier. Because just like 3100, it has the number in word form, which I really like how they have it in word form. It's pretty interesting, and I think it's the first Neon 100 balloon, too. Oh, wait, 3,100 was the first Neon balloon. But I do remember getting that pack of lots of balloons from Walmart that day. 3,300 came out, and I used the brand new neon green balloon that I got from Walmart that day. 3,400 will be put into the A tier. I like the 3,400 symbol, you know, like outlining and getting bigger each outline I do. I think it expanded by like 4 or 5 out. Wait a minute. Also, I noticed something. Inside each of the numbers, there's a tiny, like, number of each of them. So, like, the 3 has a tiny 3. The 4 has, a tiny 4. And I forgot about this until now. I'm noticing this just now. Never mind. I thought it did because the 0 looked like it had a 0 inside of it. I thought it did, but... silly me. I don't know why I thought that did. Anyways, 3,500 will be going into the A tier. The expansion and 3,500 spreading through on the neon orange balloon makes it look cool. 3,600 will also going to be going into the A tier. It has it's different shapes forming the numbers, kind of like building blocks almost, like with the rectangle building blocks, like form the number 3,600. That's why it's going into the A tier. 3,700 will be going into the C tier. It's kind of like 700, but like more detail-ish. Like the 7 and the 0 are taller than the 3 and the first 0. 3,800 though is not my favorite. It's going into the D tier because literally it's in a similar style to 3,700. There's no like detail inside the numbers, no line, no border, just the 3,800 with the 8 jumping around. It's okay, but it's not my favorite. 3,900, however, will be going into the C tier. Each number has the line and it fills up higher on each number. 4,000 will be going into the A tier. There's the vertical lines forming the 4,000. 4,100 will be going into the C tier. It's kind of generic, but I like it still. Better than the 1,100 to 1,900, which are extremely horrible. 4,200 will be put into the S tier, just like 600. I like the clear balloon and the see-through drawing on it. So, of course, I'm going to put it in the S tier because of how unique it is. And it's also kind of similar to 3,600 as it's like different shapes, like the trapezoid-looking shapes. 4,300 will also be put into the S tier. The 4 and the 3s, what I like to call tail, is kind of like a bridge for the 43 and the 00, the tiny 43 and the 00. I don't know. It's kind of cool, though. 4,400 will be going into the A tier again. The 4 is, first 4 is normal. The second 4 is mirrored. And that was 144 away from 4,400. 4,500 is going into the B tier. It's like another 3D looking drawing. I don't know what else to explain. 4,600 will be going into the B tier as well. It's unique how it's like a math equation. Like 1,000 times 4 equals 4,000. 4,000 plus 600 equals 4,600. 4,700 is going into the C tier. It's kind of simple. But I do like how the 4,700 numbers are each a helium balloon. And it also reads a message saying, don't release balloons or whatever, which I really like. And that's a way I'm actually helping out the environment as well. I wish people can know better not to release balloons. People don't watch TV anymore, so that's why they still release them. They don't care. 4,800 is really clever. It's going into the B tier. It has Roman numerals MMMMDCCC. I think that's what it says. For 4,800 Roman numerals. 4,900 will also be going into the B tier. Squiggly looking drawing. 5,000 will be going into the A tier. It's a celebration themed drawing, and it's a perfect way to celebrate the halfway there to the 10,000 mark. 5,100, however, just looks horrible. It's not going in the F tier. It's more like a zigzag looking copy of 300, so I guess 5,100 will be going into the E tier. First one to get into the E tier. 5,200 will also be going into the C tier. Why did I say it will also be going into the C tier? 5,100 was not in the C tier. 5,300 is just a straight up copy of 4,900, so it's going into the B tier. Wait. 5,000... Did I say 5,900 or 5,300? And why isn't the 5,300 picture going into the B tier? It's not working. Some of the pictures won't load. Please understand. 5,400 was the last episode of 2021. And what's the best way to end the year? By doing a good drawing. A clever drawing, and a very unique drawing. So 5,400 will be going into the A tier. Like, the 5 is the smallest one, and the 0 is like, the second 0 is the biggest one. And it's like having the numbers inside of each other. So, yeah. 5,500 will just be going into the C tier. It's kind of generic. Why won't these pictures go into the tiers? You saw them on my album, though. Not all pictures will be going into the tiers due to iCloud errors. 5,600 will also be going into the C tier. It's not too creative and already done before, but it's easy to do, I mean. And you know, I like the lined drawing. It's not it's not original, but I like it. 5,700 will be going into the B tier, though. I like how all the dots are forming the thing, the 5,700 and even the lines, but it's not 57 dots, so don't ask me if that's 57 dots or not. 5,800 will be going into the B tier as well. I like the loopy looking drawing for this one. 5,900 will be going into the S tier. It's like 3,000. How all four numbers have a different style design. 6,000 will be put into the B tier. It's like a mix of both 400 and 2,300 drawings. The 6,000s sure had some very creative designs. Anyways, starting off with 6,100, that one will go into C tier because it's 3D. It's been done a little too much, and it's not too creative or whatever. But I do like how it's like standing on, kind of reminds me of like a trophy or whatever. It's like a 6,100 trophy. Or maybe even the 20th Century Fox logo even. 6,200 will be going into the C tier as well. Are you kidding me? Why won't these stupid pictures get in? Thanks a lot, iCloud, for screwing everything up. But yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, it's like overdone before. Like 6,200, it's literally like how 2,200 was, kind of, but simplified. Now for 6,300. I'm going to put 6,300 in the B tier. It's like the all four numbers are like connected to each other, no spaces or anything, or stuff like that, and they're rounded too. 6,400 is going into the A tier for sure. It's like a chapter selection. You know those kind of like chapter selections you see on DVD or Blu-ray menus, or stuff like that, or pages on ebooks. It's kind of like that. 6,399 is small on the left, and 6,401 is small on the right. It's kind of like a chapter selection. kind of thing. 6,500 will be going into the A tier as well. It's a bar graph design. Like the 6 is taller, the 5 is a little shorter, and the 0 is nowhere near those bars. 6,600 will also be going into the A tier. Why won't these stupid pictures load? But yeah, like 6,600, it will be going into the A tier, but like, it's like a subscriber count design. Almost. You can kind of see the $5.99 at the top of that drawing. I hate whenever these pictures will never load. 6,700 will be going into the C tier. It's simple, but the 6,700 numbers are tall. There's not too much of a detail. Like, usually I just put these balloons in this C tier for, like, the ones that are not too detailed and, like, are quick for me to make. 6,800 will be going into the B tier. I really, really like how the 800 is dancing on the 6. Now, for one that deserves to be in the S tier, it is 6,900. I really, really like this one. It does not even show the numbers. It's just dice. Like, one dice has 6 dots, one dice has 9 dots, and then the other two have 0, which I think is one of the best ones I've done. And there's also a really other good one in the 8,000s as well. 7,000 will be going into the A tier. Why are these pictures never loading, like, properly? But it's similar to 4,700, but, like, 7,000, the 7 is normal, the other zeros, though, are just, helium balloons. And they all have, like, a message on them. Like, one of the balloons says 7,000, one has, like, 7 on it, and I think another has a 0. I'm not sure. But it was a good drawing. I like 7,000. 7,100 is just going in the C tier. The C tier drawings are just kind of neutral to me. Like, they're not my favorite. But they're good. And they're better than the D tier ones. The D tier ones are like when they're just god awful and like not god awful, but like kind of bad, but and they're kind of rushed and no detail at all. 7,200 though will be one tier above that in the B tier. It's something new. Like, the 7 is connected to the 2, and it's kind of similar to 2,700. And speaking of that, the 2 and the 7 is swapped, kind of. So it's like a 2,700 sequel drawing, I guess. 7,300 will be going into the A tier. It's an alarm clock style drawing. 7,400 will also be going into the A tier. And I made it look like a trampoline. All the numbers are jumping all around on the trampoline. And yeah. 7,500 will be going into the C tier because it's something that I've, like, a style of drawing I've done over and over again. It's nothing new. 7,600 will be going into B tier. It's like, it's not too detailed, but I like how it forms a staircase. 7,700 will be going into the A tier. I like how it forms a sign. It's kind of cool. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, it forms a sign. So that's all that matters for this one. But it's still pretty cool. 7,800 will be going into the B tier. Once again, lots of these are in the A and the B tier. Like, most of them are. I like how 7,800, the numbers are split up. And this was my take 2. So, unfortunately, my take 1 popped. That made me mad. 7,900 will be going into the A tier. Yeah, the A tier. It wraps around like a news ticker. The 7,900 wraps around the entire balloon like a news ticker, which I think that's really awesome. 8,000 will be put into the C tier. It's nothing new. It's another 3D style drawing, just like 2800, basically. I didn't know what else to do for 8000. But that was a good episode. I liked it. I liked doing the Q&A on that episode, and yeah. I'm starting over, because please understand when I say this. Because if I kept on adding more and more pictures to the tier list, the pictures would start getting thin that you would barely even see them. And they would be like a tiny bit. You would only see them like a tiny bit. And it would be like cut off a lot. So that's why I'm restarting. Anyways, let's get to the next half, the other half of the tier list. Anyways, let's find it. 8100. I'm going to put this one in S tier. It's just like 6900. How you can't even see the numbers, but it's dominoes this time. So, like, one of the dominoes has 8 dots, one of them has 1 dot, and the other 2 have 0 dots. Next, 8200. 8200 will be put into the A tier. I like how it's all shaped like 3600. Kind of like that. And I like the lines, too, which I think I like this one the best. I mean, I like the shape, the best shaped themed design is, like, I think 8200 is, like, the best shaped themed design out of all of them. However, though, 8300 is going to be put into the D tier. It's just so bland, it's not my favorite out of all of them. It's okay, but it's not, like, the D tier means okay, E means bad. So, this one's not bad, but it's okay. So, I don't love it, but it's fine. However, though, 8400 will be put into the C tier. I like the, ripple effect for the 8400, but it's not too detailed, so that's why it's going in the C tier. 8500, however, is really funny. I like it. It has eyes on it, so I'm putting it into the A tier. 8600 is a really, really good one. I'm going to put that one in the S tier. It has my statistics of my channel from March 2022, I believe. Oh, as of March 20th, it says on the drawing. 8700, I'm going to put in the B tier because it's like another one of those drawings that's not original. 8800 will also be put into the B tier as well. I like how it's curly, and it's kind of better than 2400. Wait, did I use Fig Leaf Rag in 8800 and Fig Leaf 2 in 2400? I don't know. The Fig Leaf songs really fit with the curly drawing and the purple balloon. 8900 will also be put into the C tier. It's like 7800. It's cut off. But it's a little bit of a different design for the numbers because they're not outlined. 9000 will be put into the B tier. Nothing to say that's really good about this one or bad about this one. Just putting it into the B tier just because. 9100 will also be put into the B tier. I like the 91 at the top and the 00 at the bottom. But and also the zeros instead of the usual oval shape, it's the 91 and then the 00 as well. So I went a little crazy with this one. 9200 is going into the C tier. Even though it's a vertical balloon, and when I do vertical 100 balloons, it's very unique. But it's just kind of simple, and yeah. But I do like how the 9200 is peeking out one by one. 9300 is going into the D tier. It's not good. I don't like it. The April Fool's video was actually gonna be the actual 9300. I'm not joking. It was gonna be dead serious. The actual 9300, which I think that was kind of stupid for me to do. And Jaden told me to make an actual 9300 drawing. But I tried my best and tried to recreate it just like how the number 1 drawing was on the joke 9300. 9400, I'm going to put that one in the A tier. Just because this one took me a while to make. This took me maybe about 5 or 6 minutes to do. It was like a longer one to do. And It was, I put a little bit more effort into that one. 9,500 will be going into the B tier. 9,600 will also be going into the B tier. I like the 96, like, making the line. And then there's, like, the 9 also making a line as well. At the bottom has 9 making the line. And then the top, the 6 is making the line. 9,700's a little too simple for me, so I'm going to put it in the D tier. 9,800, I'm going to put in the C tier. It's okay. It has, like, a little zigzag design, which I like. 9,900 was a very good one. It has 99 nines. So I'm going to put that one in the A tier. Now for a big milestone. 10,000. Cannot download photo? What the hell? Oh, my internet problems. So I'm just going to put that one in the A tier. Oh, wait, I think it's... I'll be back. It worked now. 10,000 is now in the A tier, so 10,100, it's a binary theme. But it's not 10,100 in binary. I don't know how to do binary stuff, so I'm just going to put 10,100 in the A tier as well, because it's 10,1010101010. I don't know. 10,200 will be going into the C tier, because it's just simple. It's like 9,800. No, not 9,800. 8,800. 10,300, I'm going to put in the C tier. Now for 10,400. 10,400 will be put into the B tier. I like the 10, I mean the 1 circling around the 1, like the hundreds of... like the 1 circling around the 1, the 4s circling around the big 4, and then the 0s circling around the big 0. 10,500. It'll go into C tier. It's literally like a 4,500 copy. 10,600, though, will go into the S tier because it's in the style of a YouTube comment. The very, very unique ones, like I do, will be put into the S tier. 10,700. It's going to go in the A tier. I like how there's all those trees there, and one of the trees has the 10,700 numbers on it. It's a forest-themed balloon. And that's also when I came back from, like, my big hiatus. Is that how you pronounce it? 10,800, I'm going to put it in the B tier. I like how the 8 is so big. It kind of scares the 10 and then the 0, 0. I don't know. But I made it, I didn't intentionally make it for the 8 to scare the numbers away. But I just wanted to do it to make it more of a unique drawing. Like the 8 is bigger than the 10 and the 0, 0. 10,900, I'm going to put in the C tier. It's simple. 11,000, I'm going to put in the A tier. It's all fireworks themed and stuff, which I really like the 11,000 drawing. Now for 11,100, it's going to unfortunately go in the D tier. It's bad. It looks very, very rushed compared to the others. 11,200, however, will go into the S tier. It's all colored and it's American themed for the 4th of July. God bless America. 11,300, it's going into the C tier. Although it's a little unique, it's not my favorite. It's their balancing. 11,400 will also go into the C tier. It's not my favorite, but I like how all the numbers are in jail. 11,500 will be put in the S tier. I like the house. It looks so cool. Like, the house is all decorated in 11,500 stuff. The roof is a 1. The windows are, I think, 1, and then another 0, 0, and then the 5 is a door. Hey, you know what? I'm going to put 11,600 in the S tier as well. It looks like a piano, and it's styled as a piano. 11,700, I'm going to put in the D tier. It looks all messed up. It was kind of a mess to make this one because, I think someone was coming in and it screwed up my whole drawing. I would have done a take 2, but I had to go somewhere, and I had to, I wanted to do it, fast for people to see. So that's what I got out of 11,700. If that did not happen, it would have been better. Probably in the B tier. But I did make the numbers hit each other. That's what I purposely planned it to do. 11,800 is like a sequel to 10,800 strong. So I'm going to put it in the A tier as well. 11,900 will just go in the B tier. And 12,000 will also go in the B tier too. 12,100, I'm going to put that one in the C tier because of how it's kind of simple and it's not really that creative. 12,200 will be in the S tier. You probably know why. It's letters. 1,300 or 12,300. That one was a cool one. I like how the eyes were looking at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, no, not 4, 5. It's going in the A tier. 45 more, though, from episode 12,345 with Logan. 12,400 is going into the B tier. What? It's not loading, but like, I'm gonna explain to you. Like 12,400 was like a podium style drawing. 12,500 I'm gonna put in the A tier because it's really clever. It has 125 dots for 12500. 12,600 will also be put into the A tier. I use purple markers and different colored markers, so it really spices things up if I use different colored markers other than black. 12,700 will be put into the B tier. 12,800 will also be put into the B tier. Hey, why did the 9 crush the 1, 2, 0, and 0? Going in the A tier no matter what. 13,000 will go in the A tier. It looks hard to see on this on camera, but I wrote 12,000. It was on purpose. And I crossed out the 2 and replaced it with the big 3. 3,100. I'll put that one in the C tier. It's a simple drawing, but that was actually the first time I started using Sharpie markers on balloons because my Expo markers were starting to act like crap and they weren't working properly. 13,200 will be put into the B tier. 13,300, the one that has all the numbers jumbled around, will also be put into the B tier, but it won't show up, unfortunately. 13,400 will also be put into the B tier. 13,500 will be in the C tier. It's not my favorite, but I do like how there's crosses connecting to form the numbers. 13,600 will be put into the B tier. 13,700 will be put into the A tier. Why are these never loading properly? Let me try that one more time. I don't know, but I like that one. It's like they're floating and coming after you. I did a lot of 3D style drawings in the 13,000s. 13,800, the floating numbers, and we can see its shadow, will be into the A tier. 13,900, the C tier. It's kind of simple, but I like how it's the right way on one side and upside down the other way. Now, 14,000. We're getting near the end of the tier list. The drawing will go into the B tier. But 14,000 was one of my favorite episodes. So, if I was ranking episodes here, I would have rated a definite S+++. 14,100, it'll go into the C tier. I swear to God, if another picture fails to load onto this tier list, I'm going to break my iPad. Just kidding, I'm not going to do that. 14,200, I'm going to put into the B tier. Next up, 14,300. First attempt when I did this, I accidentally wrote 14,400, but whatever. But I do like the cube, so I'm going to put it in the A tier. 14,400, I'm going to put that one in the A tier as well. I like the zigzag design, and it's also really spiky. 14,500 will just go in the B tier. I like the loops, but it's just going to go in the B tier. 14,600. I'm going to put that one in the A tier because I like how blocky it is. And this was the last one before my next big hiatus, I wasn't active a lot in the 14,000s. And I was slow, like a snail. One of Jaden's favorite animals, I think. 14,700. It's city themes, so I'm going to put it in the S tier. Look how big the zero is on 14,800. A tier, but it doesn't work. I'm also going to put 14,900 in the A tier. 15,000. We're getting closer to the end of the tier list. 15,000 will go in the B tier. It's all scribbly. 15,100, it's kind of girly, so I'm going to put it in the C tier. It's not my thing. 15,200 looks really cool. I like how there's all the balloons inside of the balloons on the drawing. It would have been even better if I put actual balloons inside of the balloon. So I'm going to put that one in the A tier, because it's cool. 15,300 looks really cool. I like this. It's a sky themed. I see lots of balloons. 153 and 0. 153 on our one cloud. 00 on another. So I'm gonna put that one on the S tier. Why isn't it working? I swear this tier list is broken. Some of the pictures are broken in iCloud. Literally bricks them from putting them into your stuff. I don't know why. 15,400. I'm going to put that one in the A tier. Why isn't it working? 15,500. I'm going to put this one in the A tier. Much better. It's a dash looking design. It came out a few days ago on Halloween. 15,600. It's going to in the A tier. 15K plus 700. It's like a math themed drawing. So I'm going to put that one in the S tier. Next up, 15K plus 700. It's a math-themed drawing, so I'm going to put it in the S tier. The starry 15,800 drawing will go into the A tier. Mr. M's drawing, I did 15,900 for you, Michael. It was a great birthday gift. So you know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to put it in the S tier because it's your birthday and I like it too. I like the green and purple. I worked hard on this drawing. That's one drawing that deserves to be in the S tier. And finally, 16,000. I'm going to put that one in the C tier because it's kind of, it's not original or whatever. So I'm just going to put it in the C tier. And this is what it would have looked like if both tier lists were put together. That was quite a long 1,000 video. This was, I think, the longest 1,000 video that was not a live stream. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. 16,000 now. 4,000 away from 20,000. Can't believe it. We're going to do something big for 20,000. I don't know what it is, but yeah. Bye, guys.